Hey everybody, we're back. We let our paintings dry for a while, and now which we're gonna do is we're gonna add these shapes on the backs of our shells with the pencil, and we drew lines, and then we're making these little dashes all the way around our shell. So I'm gonna kind of repeat that on here, and I'm gonna show you how to do it. So I'm gonna put the camera down, and I'm gonna show you what to do. Okay, so for the turtle shell, on the back, as you can see right here, all we did was we drew, it's kind of like a little house, okay, has a roof, two sides and a bottom, and you can draw that nice and big right in the middle of the shell. You draw that in the middle of the shell, and then you're going to take lines, and from the points, you put lines that are going out to the edge of the turtle shell. We also drew a line right along this edge on the inside, so we have a circular shape in the middle, and that does the back of our shell. And then what you're going to do is you're going to make these little teeth shapes all around the edge of your turtle shell. So we're doing this, we're working on this. And after we work on this, we are going to get our markers out and do some last minute little details. So go around and you're going to do each shell, you're going to add the little shape in the back, it's like a little house shape, and then the circle on the inside, and then the little teeth. So let's do that real quick. Like I said, if you have salt on it, you can kind of rub that salt off. It gets all over the place, but just kind of rub it softly with your hand, and it comes right off. And it kind of leaves some nice, pretty little bubble-looking shapes in your background. Now, your watercolor paper is kind of wrinkly, but if you ask your mom or your dad, or whoever that you have an adult that's helping you or that can help you with this, if you want, you can have them either put this in a book that has lots of pages and it'll kind of help flatten it out. Or another thing you can do is you can kind of put a piece of cloth on top and just lightly iron it with a warm iron, and it'll kind of help straighten it out a little bit. But watercolors are usually a little wrinkly like this, so that's okay. All right, so we added all of our pencil marks onto our watercolor picture. Elizabeth, you want to show them yours? Let's see, let's put it right here. So this is Elizabeth's cute little turtle in her water background, and she did all her shapes and her shells. So now we're going to work on the marker part. So, Elizabeth, what would you rather? Would you rather the thicker marker or the thinner marker? You can do a thick or a thin marker? A thin marker. Okay, since she's using the thin marker, I'm gonna use the thick marker. Okay, so now all we're doing is we're just gonna outline everything that we just drew in pencil. And it just makes it look all nice and clean and pretty. So let's do that. Well, you can switch if you want. You can kind of use a little bit of both. You can do some thick and some thin. So you can trace everything. You want to trace the outside of your shell. Just take your time so that your lines are nice and straight. And we're outlining everything.
I'm really tracing.
Now the other thing I did on mine is on my sample one is I came back and I made these cute little squigglies on the insides of my shells like this. I just think it makes it look really fun. It gives it that texture that turtle shells have. It's just kind of like a curly Q on the inside of the shell like this. Really makes it look like a turtle. And then, you know, add a few little dots here and there. outline all of your pencil marking. Really take your time so that it comes out good. Now the other thing I did on my sample was I added these little bubbles and some little curls in my water. So if you want to do that, you certainly can. If you have some little circles already on your paper from the alcohol, you can kind of use those if you would like. And then I'm going to just add some little curls in there too, just to make it look like it's bubbly water. And you can do some big bubbles, some little bubbles, just all over like this. All that in the background, like that. So trace everything nice and pretty, and we're almost done. I love tracing everything because I think it makes it all look so bright. And then it brings out all those bright colors that you mix together. What's your favorite part about this picture, Elizabeth? The watercolor? Doing the background? Is that because you love blue? I love blue too. I think my favorite part of this is doing the shell. I like the shell. I love how the shell comes out, especially when you outline it. But I really love putting the salt and the alcohol on the background and then making that all bubbly looking. It really makes our painting look like it's finished, don't you think? Yep, it's all right. Keep going. That's coming out. And this would be perfect to hang up at the beach, or if you have for the summer, reminding you of your vacation, or if you don't get to go on a vacation this summer, maybe it can make you imagine a vacation, right, Elizabeth?
Yep.
Where's your favorite place to go on vacation? Florida. I bet you there.
Disney World.
Right, and then but where would you find these turtles, you think?
In the water.
In the water? We've seen these before, right? When we go to the beach. Just let it dry.
I'm really tracing.
Now the other thing I did on mine is on my sample one is I came back and I made these cute little squigglies on the insides of my shells like this. I just think it makes it look really fun. It gives it that texture that turtle shells have. It's just kind of like a curly Q on the inside of the shell like this. Really makes it look like a turtle. And then, you know, add a few little dots here and there. Outline all of your pencil marking. Really take your time so that it comes out good. Now the other thing I did on my sample was I added these little bubbles and some little curls in my water. So if you want to do that, you certainly can. If you have some little circles already on your paper from the alcohol, you can kind of use those if you would like. And then I'm going to just add some little curls in there too, just to make it look like it's bubbly water. Then you do some big bubbles, some little bubbles. All that in the back. Trace everything nice and pretty, and we're almost done. I love tracing everything because I think it makes it all look so bright. And then it brings out all those bright colors that you mix together. What's your favorite part about this picture, Elizabeth? The watercolor? Doing the background? Is that because you love blue? I love blue too. I think my favorite part of this is doing the shell. I like the shell. I love how the shell comes out. Especially when you outline it. But I really love putting the salt and the alcohol on the background and then making that all bubbly look. Really makes our painting look like it's finished, don't you think? Oops, alright, keep going. This would be perfect to hang up at the beach, or if you have for the summer, reminding you of your vacation, or if you don't get to go on a vacation this summer, maybe it can make you imagine a vacation, right, Elizabeth?
Yep.
Where's your favorite place to go on vacation? Florida. I bet you there.
Disney World.
Right, and then but where would you find these turtles, you think?
In the water.
In the water? We've seen these before, right? When we go to the beach sometimes. Yeah. So we've seen them.
No.
Swimming? No, you don't remember?
I don't remember.
Okay. So I think I'm just about done. What about you?
These things for me.
No, I can show you how to do it though. You need to outline this part of your shell too. Take your time. You want to do a good job. And then you're going to want to outline this part too. Right here. Kind of follow along the outside of your shell. Okay. And you're going to outline your feet. And then what you're gonna do is all you do is you just kind of make like a swirly swiggle on the inside. It's really easy. Why don't you try that? And then while Elizabeth's finishing hers, the very last thing you're going to do is you're going to sign your name at the bottom. So I signed my name. And I think I'm finished. What you think? I like it. What do you think, Lily? It's cute? Okay. As soon as you're done, we'll show yours. So this is a little sample. So they're a little different. But I like them both, don't you think? This is the sample. This is the one I just did. The difference in these two is I used the thin marker for this one, and then this one has the thick marker. So it just looks a little bit different.
The rest I'm gonna do actual squiggles.
Okay, let's stop for a minute just to show everybody, so everybody at home can just finish theirs on their own. So this is Elizabeth's. So look how good that came out. She did a great job, didn't she? And I know all of yours at home. I am so excited. I can't wait to see how they turned out. So be sure to tag the library and post some pictures or send them some emails with some pictures of everybody's work. But I really love how these came out. I hope you enjoyed it. And I can't wait to do this sculpture project with you guys too. So be sure to pick up your kits for this project and for this sculpture project that's coming right after. Thanks guys, see you later. Bye, so bye Elizabeth.